The decision to have officers wait for backup and a SWAT team as gunshots echoed inside Robb Elementary in Uvalde Tuesday was the wrong decision and possibly a dead one. That was the shocking confession we heard today from the director of the Texas Department of Public Safety. And that decision to wait was made by the Uvalde School District's chief of police, the on-scene commander. 21 people were killed, 19 children, 17 others were hurt.
Yeah, kind of disturbing things that were learned today. Listen, there were 19 police officers in the hallway, and they were waiting at the ready, but they could not move forward because of the command that they had been given. The command to wait for other equipment, wait for backup, wait for SWAT, a wait that cost precious time, and a wait that the DPS director emotionally said was the wrong call. The newest timeline of the tragedy at Robb Elementary begins at 11:37 a.m. A teacher propping the west side door open, likely unaware that she's about to allow evil into the school.
Team breaching the classroom where 19 fourth grade students and 2 teachers were killed.
That long, I think that's terrible. That's terrible. They should have done something.
At a press briefing Thursday afternoon, the Texas Department of Public Safety laid out an updated timeline, reversing some of the information that had been previously reported. Others spoke to DPS officials who said the shooter and a school resource officer exchanged fire. But on Thursday, Lieutenant Victor Escalon with DPS said there was no officer on the campus and the shooter walked into an unlocked door on the west side of the school with no resistance. Police eventually did arrive about 10 to 15 minutes after the shooter crashed his grandmother's truck near the school and fired on 2 people at a nearby funeral home.
They hear gunfire, they take rounds, they move back, get cover.
They saw the gunman enter a joint classroom through 2 open doors, but instead of pursuing,
they don't make entry initially because of the gunfire they're receiving. But we have officers calling for additional resources. Everybody that's in the area, tactical teams, we need equipment, we need specialty equipment.
An hour later, a Border Patrol tactical team arrived with protective gear and a shield. It's unclear how many children who were shot early on may have survived had authorities gotten into the classroom sooner.
I mean, I wanted to jump the fence and see what's going on.
Witness video from the day of the shooting shows frantic parents pacing outside Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, begging police officers to go inside and confront the gunman.
You know that there are kids, right? They're little kids. They don't know how to defend themselves.
It's not exactly clear when during the course of the police response the video was recorded, but we do know from DPS it was approximately 1 hour from the time police encountered the shooter to the time he was killed.
Girl pleads with 911 for help.
Approximately 12:43 and 12:47, she asked 911 to please send the police now.
Were the officers outside the doors aware of the 911 calls from within? DPS Director McCraw unable to answer that directly, but also admitting,
hey, from the benefit of hindsight, where I'm sitting now, of course it was not the right decision. It was the wrong decision, period. There's no excuse for that. But again, I wasn't there, but I'm just telling you, from what we know, we believe there should have been an entry at that as soon as you can.
12:50, the Border Patrol SWAT team arrives. They get access to the area almost 80 minutes after the shooting started, using the janitor's keys to unlock the door. 12:51, Salvador Ramos is killed. An anguished and angry McCraw saying what happened in Uvalde goes against the state's active shooter training and certification.
Police piecing together the suspect's digital footprint. We know he was active on social media, messaging a teen girl living in Germany just before the shooting. The chilling texts include, quote, shoot up an elementary school, then this. I just shot my grandmother in the head. I'm going to shoot up an elementary school right now. That last message sent at 6:21 p.m. German time, which would have been 11:21 in Uvalde, Texas. 11 minutes later, police received their first call of a shooting at Robb Elementary School. He put on Facebook and tagged another girl on Instagram in a photo showing 2 AR-15 style rifles.
The first post was to the point of, he said, I'm going to shoot my grandmother. The second post was, I shot my grandmother. The third post, maybe less than 15 minutes before arriving at the school, was, I'm going to shoot an elementary school.
And we learned the gunman turned 18 a little more than a week ago. So in the days following that, he purchased those 2 AR-15 style rifles and 375 rounds of ammunition.